With the rise in popularity of cryptocurrencies, its impact on the environment cannot be ignored, as a lot of energy is required to mine some of these cryptocurrencies. Mining requires the use of energy-guzzling computers, which in the long run have a negative effect on the environment in terms of carbon emission and leaving behind a huge carbon footprint. Hence, to save the environment by minimizing the damage already done, alternative ways to mining, creating and validating cryptocurrency transactions must be considered. This is where the idea of energy efficiency comes in. However, before delving into energy efficient ways of reducing crypto's carbon footprint, let's briefly dabble into what crypto mining is and why it consumes so much energy. Cryptocurrency mining. Crypto mining is the process used in verifying new transactions and creating new coins. Let's use Bitcoin as a case study. As a truly decentralized currency, Bitcoin is built on a blockchain system where all computers on the Bitcoin network have a list and a record of all transactions. To verify transactions on the Bitcoin network, the computers within the network speedily solve complex mathematical problems. This process is known as proof of work. The first and fastest computer to solve this problem is allowed to verify the transaction and then gets a reward for the effort. How much energy does proof of work consume? Mining cryptocurrency through the proof of work system consumes around 110 terawatt hours per year. According to the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, it is estimated to amount to about 0.55% of the world's electricity production. It is reported that Bitcoin guzzles an equivalent to the annual energy draw of countries like Malaysia or Sweden. The annual carbon footprint of all Bitcoin is over 66 metric tons of carbon dioxide, according to the Vries index. This is a footprint comparable to that of Israel, according to the index. Can energy efficiency work? Energy efficiency refers to all initiatives and steps taken to reduce energy consumption while still providing the same output. It pretty much means using less energy to achieve the same result or perform the same task. So, is there an energy efficient way for mining cryptocurrencies? Proof of stake system. Instead of racing to solve complex problems in the proof of work system, the proof of stake system requires miners to stake some amount of their money. The logic behind this is if you are willing to stake some of your money as a miner, you are less likely to approve a fraudulent transaction. The chances of you being able to verify the transaction is not in how fast your energy consuming computer is willing to solve a mathematical problem, but in how much money you are willing to stake. The PoS system changes the narrative as it drastically cuts down the energy used to verify transactions. It is a very energy efficient algorithm, which is estimated to save over 95% of energy required to run a proof of work system. Pre-mining. The pre-mining system works in a similar way to stock issued by companies. In this system, cryptocurrencies are not mined, but they are produced algorithmically and then distributed. Although for transactions to be recorded, they still have to be validated by a decentralized group of validators. The difference with this system is that the currencies do not pay the validators. Rather, the validators get their reward from the transaction fee levied on people who transact in these coins. XRP is one cryptocurrency or token that has adopted a pre-mining method by distributing some of its tokens and charging a fee on every transaction. The future. The pre-mining system and the proof of stake system are so energy efficient that they are gradually helping to change the narrative around cryptocurrency amongst environmentalists and all who care about the environment. Although it would be difficult for Bitcoin to adopt these systems, considering that there are billions of dollars already invested in it, also adopting any of these systems would require most Bitcoin miners to agree to using a new system. The last time something close to that was attempted, it led to the birth of Bitcoin Cash, which later evolved to Bitcoin SV. Adopting any of these systems as an alternative to Bitcoin mining is not impossible, it would only be difficult. With the advent of energy efficient alternatives to traditional cryptocurrency mining, it is clear that over time, the carbon footprint of cryptocurrency would gradually diminish, and if more ingenious systems are created, then maybe cryptocurrency's carbon footprint would vanish.